Alright, now the next thing we need to fix up is our bow's aim one more time. So there's a slight issue with our bow to where if we're too far away it drifts off to the right, and if it's too close it doesn't hit right. But shout out to this person who told me about the line trace situation that we can use, and that's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be great. So we're gonna, inside our player blueprint, we are going to add one more function, and this will be our arrow aim check. Now what we want to do in here is we want to do a line trace by channel, and we are going to do this directly off of our follow camera. So I'm going to grab out my follow camera and get its world location and its forward vector. Now I want to add the forward vector to the world location. So off of world location I'm going to add, but I want to tell it how far, so I'm going to, off of here, do a multiply. Now if you're using Unreal Engine 4, you'll want to use multiply by float, because Unreal Engine 4 still had each individual one. In 5 they've updated it, so you just right click and convert it to what you need. So I'm going to set this to something ridiculous. I'm going to say 15,000 units. So this goes into the bottom of the addition. The world location is the start, and then the math addition is the end. And just for now, I'm going to set the draw debug type to for duration. So now on this end, we want to break the hit result. We'll add a branch right here, because this will tell us if we got a hit, because we need to do something different if we didn't. If we do get a hit, then we want to set this, promote this to a variable called arrow target. We'll set this to true, and off of false, then we want to set the trace end to the arrow target. So we'll grab out another one of these, set the arrow target right like that. That's looking beautiful. And then we'll add a return node. Add return node. We'll plug this into both of them, and I am going to use a separate variable just because I'm not completely sure if using one of these would cause an error, but this one will always return whatever one is right there. So you can just drag off this right into the middle of it. If you see that green check, it'll automatically add that. So let's compile that real quick. Now in our firing arrow, we'll drag this back a little bit, and we'll do our arrow aim check right here. So we'll hook this up right like that. And now we're going to affect the fire from spawn transform based on this check. So back this up. Now I'm going to split this struct pin, but we got to disconnect it. So I'm going to hold Alt and left click the wire, right click, split the struct pin, right click, split the struct pin. Now for the location, we want it to still fire from our scene component. So I'm going to plug that into the location. Now for our rotation, we want to do a find look at rotation, so that we can start from where our scene component's at, and our target is our hit location. And then we'll plug that into our rotation. And now, in theory, get away from me. Let me buy some arrows. I ain't worried about him. He ain't gonna do much. Oh, he does more than I thought. Okay. I ain't worried about you, though. So, now, when we fire, we should see that line. And you saw how it went right to him. And it'll do that no matter how far away we are. That will be our target. So let me get way far away from that target balloon, and it might take a second to get to it, but that's just because of how slow the arrow moves. But if I get very, very close to it, also, stay away from me. Okay. That is always where we'll hit. Can't jump that high. So no matter how far away they are, or close, you can see that the arrow is traveling right through. It's kind of shifting off a little bit, but it doesn't matter, because ease of combat is better than a little graphical bug. But if I shoot that wolf a lot from here, he should hopefully die. Die, you! He's not. We'll fix that soon, but that should be all you need to fix your... Oh, it's because I didn't kill him. That's why. Alright. Let me buy another arrow and I'll try it again. Ignore the floating bow. Well, let's try this. Yeah. Shooting him on the go. No matter how close I get, I'm doing damage. And no matter how far, well, within 15,000 units. There we go. So there, our bow is 100% accurate. Thank you again to this person for helping to solve what has been bugging me for so long. And I will see y'all in the next one to do a little bit more tweaking on the bow to make sure that when they're damaged by that, they're actually drawn to the player. So, see y'all soon. Bye.